Because it just ticked over a little. He's still update them. It's fine. Force through. I don't. It says right for the I'm waiting for it, but just like
God, slide the car too much through that.
He just pulled over and let me through. But I was still like 2 seconds back on him.
You're intimidating.
Mm.
He's going to be disappointed when I hold him up. It feels like this car's faster in a straight line than the Mercedes, and yet still faster in the corners as well, or at least as fast in the corners.
I only gave the Mercedes one run, but this was felt better.
best one. Best. Just so it goes. So I think when you say
Yeah, I can go faster through Bravery in this than I could in the Mercedes. And it has a higher top speed.
And my mate just binned it, ruined my lap in the process.
Yeah, he seemed like he was reasonably quick, but making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to back right out of it at one of the fastest bits of the track.
Oh, good race practice.
Oh yeah. Just how I roll, man, you know. Come on, get the groove again. Come on.
When I wonder why I'm so slow at the end of this lap, remind me that I had a spin at the start. Lap so long, I'll fucking forget that I did it.
Oh, you got the P2 spot. Nice, GB.
Yeah, man. Should have been a couple of seconds faster.
Yeah, you got slowed down.
Yeah, that's alright. 15, I think, maybe. Uh-oh. Someone up ahead of you.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't sound like you got away with that. Nah.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said someone up ahead of you.
Oh.
I can see the timing.
Oh.
I can see
Ironically,
you.
I got distracted because I didn't quite hear what you said, and I looked out at the
no.
Delta because I was like, "Oh fuck, what's he like?" I thought you said someone up ahead. I was like, "Shit, there's someone right around this corner," and I stupidly looked away.
Hello, Dennis.
Hey.
Fastest lap for booving.
Oh shit. Fuck me.
Your last lap was slow because you had a spin at the start.
Fuck, I just fell asleep. Sailed past the brake marker like I wasn't even there. Completely staring off into space.
Gonna wait for you.
Sorry, James. No, I'm talking to the teams.
Yeah, thanks, Chevy. Thought that was
Sorry,
pretty nice.
James.
Yeah, man. Seeing as I called, well, it kind of was part of your problem.
I think I was the main factor in my problem.
Slow car up ahead here, but looks up. It's a GT3.
Brutal.
Ooh. No, you just had a
They're all
moment.
slow cars from our perspective.
Well, mate, when you're as legendary as us, yeah. Right. A Mercedes. Ooh.
Oh, holy shit. He screwed up right on the entry. and basically stopped, and it was so close to just me completely rear-ending him. It was only luck that I missed him, or luck that he managed to get out of the way in time. Is it just me who can't hear Dennis? I haven't heard him say anything the whole time.
No, you know we start. Yeah.
I only just noticed he was actually out on track already.
Oh. Hi, Dennis. We can't hear you. You can hear us. Sean had mic troubles too when he first arrived.
Discord playing around, maybe.
Windows 8 something. Alright, remember break time, eh?
Did you say you're going to try break this time?
Yeah. reminding myself to break.
Something different. Somebody's got to explore the unexplored territory.
Well, the fence does slow you down, but it seems to hinder the rest of the lap. No. I didn't even see the circle light up this either.
I wonder if he was talking the whole time and we just happened to be something that he thought was like weird response, but okay.
JB always fucking talks to himself. I must ignore him a lot for him not to notice. Oh, grass is dangerous.
What have we got up here?
Dennis parked on the side of the road.
No, that would be easier to avoid.
Ah.
He flashed me as I went through, but I don't know if he's like a thanks for not running me over flash or
It must be.
maniac flash.
What other flash? Seriously, what other flash could it be? Let's be
I was
real.
very patient and I did nothing to have a
It's
go at him.
clearly a thank you. It's a thank you flash.
Well,
Clearly.
I barreled past him. Maybe it was a delayed flash to me.
Or he just saw my paint's the same as yours and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck all those guys.
That's by me again.
You passed him down that straight. You didn't do anything.
I don't think so. No, I thought it was okay. It was fucking
Yeah.
hairy though.
Tell me who he is and I'll fucking make sure I get real close.
Yeah. Harry.
He's again this fucking guy.
God, he's getting fast though. He's let me 3 times in one lap.
No, I think when you go past him, he'll think that we've slowed down.
It's a blur. He won't even recognise you go past him so fucking quickly. Half a second and it's about fucking six places, for fuck's sake. Oh, Dennis is bailed out of the session and everything. Taking battle on home.
No. Okay.
Katrina's husband races. Thanks for not leaving me hanging. I appreciate it.
Well, it's just kind of a mega focus part of the track.
No, you can't. That's I'll take that. Yeah, I heard something.
Hey. There he is.
That is not half annoying at all. Those drivers.
Yes.
Okay, yesterday I turned the machine on and one of my monitors decided that it was a different dimension all of a sudden. Had the width right, but it decided to halve it. So, and you couldn't change it no matter what I did with Windows and NVIDIA. The monitor said, no, that's not what I am. Change it back. No, fuck you. So it kept telling Windows that it was the right thing, but the hardware kept saying, you're not right fucking resolution, don't you? Fucked with it for ages. Stupid hardware. Well, hey, Dad.
Yeah, it was all good. I thought I was a little bit butthurt because
No one was talking to me. Could you hear us though?
He was wrong. You're like, no, these guys are pricks.
Yeah, I just thought you were ganging up on me for some reason. It's all good. When I first came in, I did ask how you guys thought the BMW was, or if you're wanting to throw it out.
It is faster than the Mercedes.
I don't know how you. Yeah. Much of a much. It's close enough.
I think out of the gate, it's at least 3 seconds faster. A lap.
No way.
Maybe 2.
And an extra lap of fuel, don't forget.
Yeah. And you just phase through other cars. No collision. It's a win-win-win.
Okay, so that means that we're going to be fast, we're going to do less stops, and we're not going to hit anything.
The fence, though. Face through the cars, but not fences. Still got an issue with fences.
So it's not 100% perfect. It's about 99% there. If we could go through the fences, we're golden.
Yes. We'll work on that for next year.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure it's just a setup thing.
Setup thing. Just got to unlock it.
It's going to be a new feature iRacing releases with the rain, right?
Yeah.
Booving. Oh, fuck, it gets me every time.
That's one thing I noticed last night, Jay, when I was just doing the F1 race there. I could hear your brakes every single time. Those brakes never warm up, do they?
Oh,
No.
sorry, I totally forgot. I should have muted.
That's all good. It was nice to have the ambience of squeaky brake discs.
Hey, cool. Hey, how'd you go on the egg? Sorry, I disappeared. Didn't come back. You were gone when I came back.
Nah, I was not happy.
Oh, bugger.
I died with 6 laps to go.
Oh, man.
Still finishing on Sean, though.
Well, that was easy. I just had to survive, what was it, 2 laps?
I think I did 4 laps.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I cut you off by half.
Yeah. Which is significantly better, obviously, than 2.
It's twice.
Oh, it's double.
Yeah.
The race was actually good fun. Just, kicking myself for that stupid mistake.
I know the feeling.
Made up for it.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I ended up having I'm glad I went and did SNL.
Did you guys hear me in game?
No. Oh, I think because the radio's on team by default.
Yeah, I turned it.
You
Yeah,
should
I
get it
turned
here, though.
Teams, yeah.
Hang on, I'm on mute, though. I'm on mute. Try again.
Oh, actually, I'm on mute too, yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is good.
Haven't heard it yet.
Danke, Christian.
Someone else confirmed. It's all good.
Oh, really? I didn't hear you at all.
No problem.
Yeah, I think if you're on team radio, you'll only hear team.
No. You can choose which ones to listen to in your F10 box. I'm on drivers at the moment because I had to have to, but I decided to apologise to a guy that I had to pass twice because I fucking hit a wall in between.
So, extensive usage. I've never seen that as a track condition before.
No.
Wow.
Maybe they've added a couple more grades.
Or it might be a change in GRT's definition.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look when I was out of the car. Fuck, there's some quicker times coming in now.
Angry Sheep Simulations. That's a great team name.
Yeah.
Are they Kiwi?
You'd have to ask them.
No, not registered.
Because I'm tipping they're from Oz and Z, so it could be 50-50, right?
Ooh. No.
Hold on to it.
Alexi. Shono go to. It was probably your draft though, Sean, I reckon.
Has to be.
Yep. Collie. Draft.
Kerr's deployment.
Yeah.
Zero. Oh, you fucking cockhead. Should have concentrated on the corner and not some smart ass comment.
Or Warwick putting in the good times too. Yeah, I reckon. I don't know if it's the car or if it's just the setups on each of the cars that we've driven, but I guarantee that this BMW is faster than our Mercedes.
My data isn't that very good. It's a bit polluted.
You did a ton of laps in the Mercedes. You did a whole stint, or most of a stint, and you weren't anywhere near that, like me.
I got to the end of almost to the end in a minute once.
You did like 5 laps.
In the dark?
Yeah.
In the dark count.
Yeah, this feels... I think this is faster, and even if it's not, it's definitely easier to drive.
Yes. Which is what I'm looking for. Just for this.
I'm just here to beat Warwick, but since he's on my team, I guess I'm just here for the SR.
Jeez, now we've got to contend with factions within the team.
Wait till there's two cars in the Euro. More 21.
We've got the NASCAR model though, Warwick. You've got the Donut Life car, and I've got the Speedy Snails car. Still one team.
Yes, different sponsor per car. Oh, I can't talk. Oh, yeah. Well, I can. I'm just.
It actually annoys me when I've watched the F2, and it's like teammates with different sponsors, and it's like, well, I need the teammates to have the same looking car.
You do what you do to get by.
Yeah, well, they should do better.
They should do better.
Well, that only came in not because of sponsors, but because of the academy drivers, right? Because all of a sudden you had a Red Bull kid driving against a Alpine kid, and then they couldn't agree on the sponsors to go on the car. That's the only reason it came about. Because can you imagine if there was like the Alpine sponsored by BWP with the other guy being in the Red Bull car?
Fucking hell, you've gone quick this lap, JB.
Yeah, man.
I'm up on my time, but you're even upper.
I'm upper.
You're even upper. I am loving the vocabulary that we're developing here. Because it's right up my alley.
Nord's language.
Yep. I'm but a simple man.
Everyone was complaining today about the intros, the driver intros, so I actually had to watch it.
Ted had to go too. I didn't see it.
It's not as cringe as people make it out to be. Like, they did it alright, and it wasn't like I thought when I read some of the comments that they may have made these really stupid comments about every single driver, but they didn't. They just chose a couple of drivers.
It's something for the fans, especially when the fans are only really recently just coming over to F1. And it is something they do in the NASCAR too, so I don't know. It makes it American. I don't mind it.
It seemed like the entire point to me is like, they're pushing this American market. It's a new market, and they're trying to give people a reason to sort of stick around. And exactly like Netflix Drive to Survive, I feel like it pulls people in because it gives the drivers an actual face and a personality.
Someone to cheer for, 100%. Yeah.
So I understand why they're doing it, but it did seem a little cringy.
Yeah, I think the Europeans just aren't used to it though.
Yeah, but we got rid of grid girls or how long ago?
Oh, bring them back, please.
It just has to be grid people at an even split, and then it's fine.
If all these young girl up-and-coming models who want to show their talent, promote their brand, It's true though, right?
They're called breasts. Or breasts.
No, that's so 1980. You got to get out there. It's all for the resume.
But I did see some of those comments of like, oh, the drivers had to go do this thing they didn't want to do. Part of being a driver is the PR.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. 90% of it is doing what you don't want to do. 100%. Yeah, you're not all Kimmy guys. Come on.
And even if you are a driver and you're driving for McLaren at the moment, you don't want to be even in the car either.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah, put me in the sim where our car feels good.
Yeah. We just turn up the grip pack and away we go.
I was listening to all the drivers' comments while I was on the treadmill, and I felt so sad for Oscar Piastri. His only good comment was, "I had a really good start to the race. It was the best thing of my weekend."
I did see one of the
feisty at the start, which is good.
One of the replies on social media to McLaren's, they post result. And just some random bloke replied with, so is it still Daniel's fault?
You know what's crazy? Lando is still the highest points driver outside of those top 4 teams that are basically out of reach of everyone else. So even though that McLaren is that bad and they've had terrible results, I think he's had like one good and one moderate result, and it puts him ahead of everybody else. There's so few points on offer for anyone who's not in the top 4.
Yeah. Which is what you want when you're not doing very well, getting those points when you can. George had a really tough time with that.
Yeah.
So close, so often at Williams.
Now look at him, he got everything he deserves. He's got a car that consistently finishes top 10.
How much fuel you got left, Sean?
3.4 laps, so probably 2 laps after this one.
This is my last lap.
This is my last lap.
This one's been a bit of a messy lap.
Yeah, mine too. Chatting.
Yeah,
You can tell straight away.
Started my lap. I was down a second by the end of the GP section.
I thought the race was pretty good though. For the comments I saw about it being a tough track to overtake on, there was a fair bit of fighting.
Yeah, but a fair good at defending as well. I thought the balance of the DRS was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like K-Mag could hold off Leclerc for ages.
Except for the Red Bull, it just seems to have some magic when the DRS opens up.
Yeah. I think it's just fast in general though, so...
Well, same rule for everyone for that DRS, so they can design something better to... But I have a feeling it's something to do with the angle of the rear end of the car.
It must be really tricky if you've got all those other teams of professional, aero engineers, and they can see that Red Bull are doing it, and they still obviously can't figure out what it is.
Tony Stark built that in a cave!
Like, to me, it seems like the kind of thing that you'd go, oh wow, Red Bull have it in like, however many races to the next upgrade, all the other teams will have it. They'll all go, oh wow, that's clever, and then use it. But yeah, interesting that they can't crack it.
Yeah, it's probably got to work with how the air rolls off the rest of the body.
Well, yeah, I think all the aero is super like interdependent. Like,
You back to second there, Sean?
yeah, was that time? I'm not sure. I think it's better if you're not, but it depends how you get into the corner.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go back to second there as well.
I'm
to get
staying
the
at that.
third.
I've tried a bit of both because those corners, yeah, it's right on that sort of edge where you can kind of go either way. And the car seems to drive out of the corner better in the higher gear, I think.
Okay.
Is that section immediately after the carousel?
Yeah, as you go on
Squiggly
sort of
bits,
downhill, yeah.
I'm in second in most of those, except for there's one with the cobblestones. I'm in third for that.
Why, mate? Why?
Third there too, Sean?
Yep.
Final carousel, yep.
Yeah. My conclusion is that the car's better in a slightly higher gear whenever it's sort of half 50-50.
Feels less inclined
Okay.
to spin out on me.
Yeah. Subtle differences, but just when I've switched between them, my delta is better when I do higher gear. I think I'm still getting a bit of draft over here.
I got 1.5 litres left.
Actually, I'm not really gaining my draft. I think it's right.
I'm going to have to coast.
Cheers,
Oh,
Jack.
really?
No, I'll be right. I'll just make it, but I'll be... in the race, I'm going to have to back it off a bit. Might do that. I guess there'll be a lot more opportunity with traffic. Just save fuel anyway. Anyway, I'm pitting, mate.
The car's just stopped changing gear.
Oh.
Wheel problems, eh?
Oh, I guess so. But the steering's work. I guess steering's different to the actual fucking.
The
buttons. There we go.
buttons.
Back.
0.5 litres, Dennis, pulling in 0.4, pulling into my pit bay.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's good enough. Gets me
Oh.
there.
That wheel issue just killed 2 laps because it happened right at the end of the lap as I was going down the start-finish straight.
Bugger.
So about the lap time, mate. It's about surviving. Porsche. Want to go through too wide. You know, the start of the lap where you go up and we get air, basically.
Yeah.
I caught him into the right-hander, and then all that big straight down there, he just wanted to go too wide the whole fucking way. Made it real fucking awkward. No, I don't know what it is. But that whole section, I caught him into it.
Yeah.
We just give it a nice lift so we don't have to go too wide through a little bend, making it awkward. And I'd say we've got similar top end speed, but we've got much better downforce, much better aero.
It's probably a cup car then, because yeah, it's same top end speed, maybe even slightly better acceleration. I can't remember.
They can really make life difficult if they choose to.
Yes,
Like
they will.
In the draft, they will catch you. Like if you have
And
one,
they'll pass you on the straight as well.
yeah. If you pass one sort of right before the corner before the big straight, and it comes out of the corner in your draft, then it will catch you and, like Dennis says, be able to drive straight past you on the straight, and then you're going to be blocked on the brakes into the braking zone.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be my next point, is that they're going to brake before you do.
And then they'll wonder why they get rear-ended there.
Yeah, which is why I never like to overtake people on the straight. When I was in the cup car.
Yeah, I mean, it's awkward, but it's one of those things that just, you know, a little bit of forethought, and you go, oh, it would be better if I just lift off the throttle and sit in this guy's draft and we can draft him, because otherwise I'm going to be side by side with him and lose even more time.
Right.
But people struggle with that concept of lifting to go faster.
If it was a sprint, I'd understand the need to fight a bit more so you don't lose to your other competitors.
Or if you've got someone right behind you, and if you lift, they're just going to pass you, then you've got to sort of start getting your elbows out.
In a 24 hour, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, maybe early on in the 24-hour, you don't really have to. You could, because then you could just sit behind them and fuel save or something. But if you want track position and you're in that situation as the cup car, you kind of have to just keep your foot down and do whatever. But that's generally not the situation they're in.
No, it's very hard.
The one thing is, though, in defense of trying to overtake someone in the 24 hours, sometimes you just need to go up and make a decisive move quickly. Like if you sit there and umming and ahhing of whether you're going to overtake, they're not sure what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing.
Agreed.
But then there's some times where people just dive just because they think they're quicker and deserve to be at the apex before you, which is absurd.
It's just that they're behind you on a straight, they've got their foot on the throttle, and they're going fast enough to get alongside you, and therefore they think the best thing to do is get alongside you without any... They don't think any further than that.
I've got 2.8 litres coming down the back straight.
Heaps.
Yeah, you can have 2 litres actually coming onto the straight, I worked out.
I reset halfway around the lap at the start of my stint, so I'm not going to have an accurate read on fuel, but I'm not too worried about that. I think it will be quite an ask to do an extra lap, so we'll have to see once we get more accurate lap times in the spreadsheet what we're thinking.
I didn't add any fuel or shit, so I'm not going to get any read on any of that. Stand. Yay! I can survive. Okay, happy days.
Very nice.
Grab it.
Gonna have to remember to lubricate the accelerator pedal after this, and squeaky as well.
Oh man, me too.
Yeah, my pedals are due for a take them apart, clean and re-lube everything.
Yeah, I need to do that with my brakes, but I'm going to do it after the event.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I've had a few moments in this car where I've gone into a corner and gone, oh fuck, I've gone too fast, and the car kind of like has a bit of a slide, and I end up like up on my delta, like it's really fast. I feel like there's a lot of speed in like pushing this car. That's probably how people are doing the like such fast one lap, is like actually just driving it like a quali lap.
Yeah, but I think our pace is pretty reasonable. I mean, if you guys are doing 8.11s, that's pretty good. That's only 4 seconds off like the really, really quick guys, right?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. And this is definitely like a race pace type driving.
Even though the temperature's warmer, I feel like because of the track state, it's actually really grippy.
Yeah, that might explain part of the speed from coming from the Mercedes in the other session of this. It's hard to compare directly. Though this thing definitely feels better in the fast corners. Like I better understand the speeds you're talking about through Bravery. It's much easier in this car. It's also just safer. Like it feels more planted.
Where are you, Sean?
Start finish.
Really? On track start finish or?
Yeah.
Oh look.
But I'm on my last fuel lap.
It's alright. I'll reset.
I think it's going to be very interesting in the race when the strategies diverge and you've got people on fresh tyres versus last lap and all that, because there's a big speed difference.
Heaps.
Fucking wheel. You piece. What the fuck? Alright, well, that's the end of my stint.
Why it's just stopped completely.
Yeah, well, I've still got steering, but yeah, it's just the. Can't shift.
Is your LED still?
Hard to see. I don't think so.
Like on your wheel. Oh, your VR, of course. VR. Sorry.
The other thing I was thinking about is we could lean into, I mean, if we want to say that we get so much more speed with less fuel towards the end of the stint, and we know that we're going to have that extra stint, and we don't want to save fuel, we could just lean into it and just have a couple of stints where we're only 7 laps of fuel, like 6 lap stint.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. I see what you mean. That's a good idea. I like that.
Tighten that thing up, buddy.
Yeah, be right back. Well, I can't mute because the button's not working.
Dennis, explain that again.
Yeah, so a normal stint's 7 laps, right?
Yeah.
And in that normal stint, we're slow on the first lap because we're carrying 7 laps worth of fuel. And then we get quicker and quicker as the fuel rolls out. But if we only carry 6 laps of fuel, then we don't have to have that really slow first lap. But
we don't get that fast lap at the end.
No, you get the fast lap at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get there quicker. But that only works if you have to make that final pit stop in the first place. So
you sort of bring it in with a couple of hours, few hours to go. Depending how many do you need? Two hours?
I would even argue you do it up front, right? Just
if you end up in the pits doing repairs, that'll wipe that strategy clean anyway.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the unplanned stuff. We're talking about the planned stuff, right?
Sacrifice. I don't know. I think if we get past hour 12 and we haven't done anything, whip that old short stop out. I won't be doing any thinking about anything until the last 4 laps of the race. Did I say 4 laps? 4 hours. I said 4 hours. 4 laps.
You said laps, but we all understood you.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Well, I didn't. I thought 4 laps. That's stupid.
Come now, so.
I've been driving the F1 car so much, I keep going for the tear-off button.
Yeah, I did it earlier today too. And I'm still using my clutch. From time to time.
I do have a button clutch bound to this, but yeah, it's pointless. Other than making you go slower.
And disqualified.
Reversing up the track, or
No, pit lane. What is your front end damage, JB? Get that crew out there and polish that up, please.
Hang on, just issue the order now.
Can't make out.
All right. Where's Sean?
Trying to fix his wheel, yeah. No, you got pipped an 8-9. Fuck me.
Yeah, wow, man.
well, how long were their stints though?
I can't see. Alexi, I think they were doing decent times before as well.
That's his 4th lap.
In a row though?
Yeah, looks like in a row.
Yeah, there are guys like on Garage 61. I saw guys doing 8.0s, right? Some of them were doing glory laps, but some of them are actually doing stints as well. So there are some pretty quick guys out there.
That's been perfect in every corner. That's insane. Here I am, just happy not to crash.
Yeah, when you think about it, that's Flugplatz flat out, that's the Cross flat out, that's the Bravery Corner flat out. Can you imagine you're just on the wrong end of making that work?
Yeah, it's like it's a high risk strat to go so fast, so long. Bad to them. I couldn't do it. Clearly.
What's amazing to me is that those guys will do like a four stints straight.
Oh, I could not do that. I'm getting tingles in the feet in one. With one stint. Oh no! Oh shit! That throws our fucking race out. Sean's got a busted pin.
Oh no!
That is bad. You're done. Unless you start mapping something, that's very bad.
See the photo?
Yeah. That's bad.
That little pin was still in the wheel, and the wheel was off in the wheelbase, and the wheel was off the wheelbase.
Oh man,
that's bad.
That's
done. You're done.
Yep.
Unless you get out the soldering iron and do a patch job.
That's my first thought, but it might be difficult.
Yeah, it could be.
Solder joint's not particularly strong.
No, as soon as you whip the wheel back off.
Yeah. Even just like while driving, I'd expect it would probably snap, and then I'm assuming it snapped while I was driving, and then all it has to do is just come slightly out of contact, and then the signal's gone. I feel like I've seen posts online of people like have those pins breaking. It seems like it's a common thing.
Yep. Well, I know what you need to fix that.
Before Saturday.
Yeah. Nah.
Guess this means I get to buy a
new wheel.
DD.
Ooh.
Semi Q2, go Semi Q2.
That's the dream wheel, but it's so expensive.
Last one you'll ever buy.
Until the next big technology thing.
Mm-hmm. Then I also have to buy like the actual wheel itself, and
the rim, the base and the rim.
You can get like the cheapo, which is you can get like a Formula rim without the electronics and then just the electronic plate. I think that's only like $600.
Only.
Yeah, I know.
You got another shifter, like a...
What wheel do you have, Dennis? Or like wheel rim? Did you
I got the Asher Motorsport one.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Where'd you get it from?
It was a UK place. I forgot. What's it called? They keep sending me emails. No.
Asher Racing.
Murray's Motorsport.
I think I've seen it. Sorry, I'm guessing it didn't arrive within a week.
It's a good question. I can't remember because the thing that got held up was it came quickly, but I'm not sure if it was a week. But what I was waiting for was my sim rig.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you get the SimuCube 2, I'm not sure. Do you have a plate mount or a front mount?
Wait, like on the bottom.
Yeah, you'll need a front mount. Yeah.
Which Asher wheel did you get?
The one without the LED, but the Formula rim.
Wired or wireless?
Wireless.
Right. And the wireless is good?
Yeah, never had a connectivity issue.
And that is yours the one with all the dials on it, or just the
buttons? I got buttons and like thumb dial things.
Yeah, $1,600.
Oh, that's gone up. I think I got mine for 1,100. So.
Yeah, the one here with there's one here for 1,100, but it's the F28, which just has the buttons and no dials or knobs or anything. And the F64 is 1,600.
When you say dials, it's like a thumbstick.
Oh no, like there's another one. It's got like a red and blue, like 12 position or 12 position.
I don't have that one.
Rotary switch.
Right, okay. So you have the F28, which is $1,100. So how do you do like ERS? You just have two buttons.
So they're funky thumbsticks.
The thumbsticks are funky.
Yeah. So they push down as a click, and they go rotate left and right, and they go in all D-pad.
Yeah.
Positioning as well.
So you get
one of those on my current.
And wait up before you get too far away.
Yeah, the what do you call it? What's the brand I currently have? Fanatec wheel I have has one funky switch, which basically everything on it is used for me to control the black box. I figured out that like I can entirely control the black box using just that switch, which is useful.
Yes.
And then the one on the other side would be also useful because then I could use that for like multi-position stuff. Yeah, it would probably be enough. The F64 looks really cool because it's got like like a few multi-position like rotary knobs and stuff, which are nice to have.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I thought, well, I'm going to invest in button boxes anyway, and I want to make my own button boxes. So if I really want to do something fancy, I'll do it with a button box.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're gonna try for a backyard repair job?
Absolutely. It's not in warranty. I'm not gonna benefit from that.
Yeah, otherwise you send it down to the guy in was it Gosford? Somewhere north of Sydney, I thought it was. JB, what did you send it?
Yeah, something like that, man. I can't remember exactly either.
Was that warranty or just some dude?
It was, but a bit of
warranty. Yeah.
But the guy will do repairs as well. Mine felt like it took a while to go through the process, even just to get them to admit that that's what you need. Although, send them a photo of it in your finger and they go, yeah, okay, here it is. And post it to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I can... I guess if I can just take it apart and they can send me a new thing of pins, I don't know what it looks like on the inside.
Oh, there's a photo floating around the Discord, because that's the same bit that I needed.
Oh, is it exactly the same
Is it?
bit?
Yeah.
Did you break a pin?
No, it was the thing that holds all that piece into the wheel. So the pins were fine, it's just the screw that holds it in.
The piece that you got to replace it also had the pins?
No, hang on, which one's the pins in? Is the pin in the wheel or the pin in the...
The pins are in the wheel rim.
Oh, okay.
That's where they should be.
Yeah, mine was the base, so I had placed the one in the base, not the rim.
So I can try and solder it on, but I'm pretty sure as soon as I try and snap, the solder's fairly brittle.
It's a Hail Mary. The 12th hour. Imagine if it was in the race. Fuck hell.
Yeah.
At least you get a week to have a stab at something. Do we have a contingency?
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's actually relatively easy to replace. There's because you know how there's a bunch of screws around. It looks like you just take those out and the whole thing slides out and just has a plug where it plugs into like the PCB.
Yeah, so if you can scroll back to where Buggerlugs had his issue, I linked the website that had all these parts, and I think I remember seeing that part as well.
Yeah, it had your part, but not my part.
iRacing chat.
Yeah, probably.
He said he got his. Alright, here we go. That website doesn't have them anymore. I think. There's nothing here. Oh, actually, there's multiple pages. Oh, there it is. Cable extension. Oh, it's an extension.
I think the website was in the UK, was it? Okay, now I'm really testing. The noodle.
This one just says .com. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's UK. Also, the search bar doesn't work. I can't type anything into it.
Jesus, I lost Alexi by 2 seconds just in the section from the carousel onwards.
Got their shit sorted. Oh shit. I could sense that clench.
Oh yeah, man. Some puckering going on.
If you're coming out of the pit lane and someone's next to you, wouldn't you just let them through and not go side by side through the chicane?
I checked my delta and actually slow down so they go through first.
Different website that's got the part. Oh no, here we go, and I found the one. What? So I went to... Oh no. I think that website you linked, Dennis, that part's still there, but they've changed the URL at some point. So when I click on yours, it just goes to their like main shop page because that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just using different URL. Yeah, 30 pounds.
Oof. Mine was 15 bucks or something. Well, I don't think it was very expensive from memory. I think the postage was just as much as. Yep.
So this is just like third party.
You should try the Fanatec support. You have to go through their idiots first because I literally explained what the problem was. And then the first thing they do is they send you an FAQ. And their second tip for you to try is what was broken. Like tighten this screw. Mate, if you've read my complaint, it literally says that screw is broken. Try reading my request again.
I feel like if I send an email with the picture,
Yeah.
like, try this. It's like I can't try anything. The pin is broken.
Yeah. I think that would help a lot. But I still think you'll get the FAQs auto response first level support. Because fuck, we don't read support requests.
Yeah, they get gold stars for flicking them on, right?
hit auto reply with FAQs. Tick. Next. Oh man, I got through fucking 15 service requests today. And look,
15, what an amateur. 600 of them I got through today.
Oh, you must have some auto reply set up in your Outlook.
Oh, I would love to hook up ChatGPT to the auto reply, right?
Oh, I'm sure that's coming. Only a matter of time.
It's like those web chats that are just all automated, and then you go through the trouble of going through it all, only to be told that nobody's manning it, right?
Or you go through the idiot question. Like I want to speak to a human. No. Go through my auto prompt first. You spend fucking 15-20 minutes going through. Oh yeah, you're right. Let me put you through to a human. Thank you, fuckface.
Yeah, no, that's my complaint. But then they say that please contact us during our business hours, or they don't tell you what they are up front. They make you go through the chat stuff first.
And then when you're back to your business hours, you have to go through the fucking bot again. I'm going to hold up Adrian, I reckon. He's pretty serious contender. He was warming his thighs up on the back straight.
My man was watching him in my mirrors.
Oh, that was the knob that went side by side with me. P19 lap time?
Yeah, that's him. That hit him.
$50 US.
So he lost 3 minutes.
Plus whatever shipping is going to be.
Is that through the website? Try Fanatec as well.
But it'll take long. I have to wait for all the response and stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think it might be cheaper if you go through Fanatec, that's all. And if it's posted locally, you should get it quicker as well.
Really? Was that your experience?
I'd have to check. I do remember waiting a long time.
No, you had to follow them up, remember, because they
forgot. Oh yeah, they forgot to send it, that's right. Oh dear, I forgot that.
And here you are recommending them because they'll send it quicker, please.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh dear.
Pay the extra, but you'll get it quicker.
No, I think it'll be cheaper. It just will cost you terrible customer service. Look, Fanatec are known for their good customer service. Leave them alone.
Said no one ever.
Said no one ever.
Did I ever tell you about my experience of buying the Fanatec V3 pedals?
If you have, I've probably forgotten.
I bought them over a Christmas period, right? So I got the money for the pedals as part of all the Christmas present stuff. So I placed the order on Boxing Day. And I lived in Truganina, which is right next to a suburb called Laverton. And why that's important is I didn't get my pedals until February, I'd like to think.
Yeah, you're going to tell me that they're from Laverton. That's where they're posted from.
That's where they shipped them from.
With shipping, 100 Australian
Fuck me. Right. Which comes out of the new wheel budget.
You could tell the European sites that have been absolutely done in by Australian international shipping before. Because in Europe they don't normally charge for international shipping because obviously international borders in Europe are nothing or a joke. So that's how I got my gloves. I originally bought a pair of gloves from Sweden. They rocked up 3 days later.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was incredible, and the shipping cost me €5.
Even I think I ordered my rig from. It came from like I feel like it was Portugal or something, and it's like a 40-kilo package thing, and I think shipping was $80, which I thought was very reasonable for the weight. Yeah. And I think it got here in about a week, which makes me think it was on a plane, which seems insane.
Which would have cost them an absolute fortune because their website didn't understand the Australian stuff, and now they no longer ship to Australia because of it.
Lost so much money.
It probably cost them $300 in shipping.
Exactly.
Customers loved it.
Yeah, I was happy. I was chuffed.
What's worse is that you actually spread word of mouth saying everyone should buy from here, and then all of a sudden all these Australians start purchasing and make them bankrupt in postage fees. I haven't had a clean lap yet. This is incredible.
You never know.
Or
Yeah, just, well, start of my last lap, some guy came out of the pit lane, raced me through the chicane.
Well done, mate.
You're infringing his right to practice racing. Wonder where he's from.
He's impinging my brain cells, is what he's doing.
Kind of person who's dumber just by hanging around.
Yeah, one of SVG's mates. It's hilarious. My optimals are 8, 11, 5.
Eight, 11, 1. And I've actually got light fuel in there.
I found a website that suggests that there's actually spare pins in the part, and when you disassemble the wheel, you can actually like remove the broken one. But I'm looking at the pictures he's got next to his thing. I don't see where the spare ones are that he's apparently talking about.
He's talking shit.
Spare ones, bullshit.
Actually, I wonder. No, so this is a different wheel. When I was looking at the website before, some of their wheels use an 8-pin, some use a 12-pin, and I think there are 12 total pins. And this is one of the wheels that uses a 12-pin. So mine probably uses all of the pins, and those other ones probably just use part of the pins, but they use the same plug. So that won't work for this. Damn it.
So you're telling me they fail on all their wheels?
Yes.
So it's just that they use the same part, whether they need 12 or 8 pins.
And they all fail equally.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they all fail. I'm definitely finding lots of stuff of like, this is a common problem, this is a design flaw with their pins.
They'll still charge you to replace.
Oh yeah, definitely, because they're warranty. Yeah, we don't guarantee the pins last on their warranty.
Gotta make money somehow. Schumacher really plowed off the dirt.
Well, no, I've tracked that though. Got away with that.
That website that you linked as well, Dennis, they seem to have like conversion kits for like just changing the plug to something else.
Something
That's
better.
probably a not bad idea if you want to keep the wheel for a while. Yeah, I don't know the website. I can't vouch for them. I was just trying to find alternatives for Warwick at the time.
Oh, okay.
You still finish the lap.
Yeah.
Bugger. Should be cheering once you made it to the start-finish line.
Well, I'm gonna jump off and get a support email with Fanatec, because $100 is a lot to get that replacement part. And I'll see what they say.
Keep us posted.
Either way, it's going to be hard for me to have it working for the weekend unless my solder job actually works.
Get a well.
When's the race?
Saturday.
This weekend coming up.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Fanatec's cheapest wheel. Still $200. That's kind of crazy. I could spend $100 getting that replacement part, or $200 buying an entire new wheel. It's the cheap wheel, but it's an entire wheel.
Fanatec or something else?
Yeah, Fanatec. Like, it's just a standard circle wheel. Still has a bunch of buttons on it, but it's just very...
of course, you just need a wheel, you're not a base.
Yeah. But to be honest, if I'm going to spend money, I'd actually definitely be considering just buying a new wheel base instead. Because
Yeah.
I really want one. I'd rather not waste $100. I'll see what Fanatec's do. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.
Alright, mate.
See you, Ron.
I'm going to be so close to you, Jay, but I don't think I'm going to get... Oh, that's frustrating. Oh no, I did beat you. Awesome.
Nice one, man. Swine.
I'm happy to take P3.
Into the tents. Good.
God, such a shit stint. 17, 15, 16, 17, 13, 10.
I'd be happy with those.
Just, I'm not happy with finishing second to Sam in Formula Ford.
Yeah, it's different.
But this is the track car combo I've done heaps of.
Exactly. My target is not crash.
What was that? What did you say then, mate?
You can crash. You're wobbed. Not a crash.
I'm trying to take that corner in third, but I don't know, I'm sure it's faster, but...
Oh, that's
Gornskis?
Yeah. Fucking hell. God damn it.
How'd you manage that?
I don't know. Just zoning out.
Yeah.
Talking to DB. Had
So-
two purple sectors there.
So JB, that corner you're talking about, which you're not sure what the gear to take it in third, is that the one with the cobblestones on the top?
Yeah, it's a real shit of a curve, yes.
Yeah, so it is third, but you've got to brake really early for it. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
almost a second, but it's too quick, if you know what I mean.
I think that's been my problem. I'm pushing it too deep, so I don't get the momentum. So I think, I've got to go in second, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? You're not even all the way over on the right-hand side of the track either. Oh, I know why. 'Cause you went out on the gravel. You were recovering.
Yeah, out there, yeah.
So that's not a good example, and JB, it's fine.
No. Well, have a look at my best lap, if you can be bothered scrolling through to find me.
Yeah, I wasn't apparently in session for the whole of your best lap, but I am in the GP section, so it's all good. Did you avoid the off track for the for that lap in the GP circuit in the chicane?
Yeah, no off track, believe it or not.
Okay, that was really borderline.
Must have been. Dude. Oh, you survived. Not for long.
Stop eating chips.
Yeah, it's definitely room for improvement.
Okay, you know that right-hander which is really quick, so you just come onto the Nordschleife and you go through that first left-hander when you first come onto the Nords, and then you got the second tight left-hander, and then you got that really fast right-hander that's downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big bump in the entry. Now, with what I find, you can actually go flat out if you get the line right, but if you don't want to get the line right, all you have to do is you just lift for the bump, and then you can get on the throttle.
This is early in the lap after the GP section, right?
Yeah, correct.
The next.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the little bump that sort of digs you in.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to practice, you can actually take that corner flat tack in these conditions. You don't have to lift, but you have to be in that line which you did on your fastest lap.
Yeah, no, look, I just do a little safety lift, maybe 10% lift on the throttle, just through the first part of that.
Yeah, so that's what I saw as well, but you can actually go flat out safely.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, flat out there.
I haven't watched that in so long.
Now, I'm not really good at flag plats, so I'm happy to take pointers.
Untrained eyes.
Yeah, I don't know what corner that is. Yeah.
That's, it's a really fast right-hander that you go up the hill. So it's
Whereabouts in the lap?
still early on in the lap. So you know that right-hander I was telling you about before, if you go through, there's a whole bunch of S's, and then you go on this uphill climb that's straight.
Where you get air.
Yeah, a little bit of air, and then that right-hander, that's Flugplatz.
Yeah, put right flat.
It should be put in like a virtual Hall of Fame.
I'm safety lifting there to get it into the hole.
Yeah, I'm safety lifting there as well. I'm not sure what you're doing, Joe.
Well, I thought that was the bit we were just talking about a minute ago. You're saying if you take it flat.
No. Okay.
It's about 4, 5, 6 corners later. You go down the big hill and then you launch it. In some cars you get air at the top of it.
Yeah, I know that bit. So you talking about a corner earlier in the lap, flat.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so as soon as you exit the GP circuit, right?
Oh, the right hand at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I took it flat.
Okay, yeah, it looked like you lift a little bit because the revs just sort of hold.
No, I do take that flat mostly. Maybe on that lap I just didn't quite get my line right. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
No, it's definitely a flatty. Sorry, I think it went the next one, that right hand at the top of the hill. I think.
Yeah, that top of the hill is Flugplatz. That's fine.
But the bit after you get the air, you have a safety lift. You said.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd do the same.
So which bit are you saying you're struggling with then?
Yeah, that Flugplatz one. Because I do the safety lift as well, and I know that it feels like it can go quicker, but it feels really knife edge.
Yeah, it's the fronts that give out because you got the two right-handers and they've both got the little concave,
yeah, exactly.
Slanted inwards. What's the word?
Off camber.
Yeah.
I just do like a tiny lift.
Oh, no, you're right, on camber. Off camber is the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you get this little safety lift and you hit that little cambered section close to the apex, it sort of holds you there, and you can go flat for the rest of it. I've tried flat, and I think if everything's right, temps, tires, light loads, and everything, tire grip, you might get there, but it feels like it just drags the front end a little bit, and the risk is that you run onto the grass and end your race. So I think I'll just be safety lifting for the race just to be sure. It's not worth ending the race there.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
Yeah, I take a lot of the curb entering. So there's a really funky left-hander before the coming out of the Fox pipe.
Well, what now?
So we'll go back to Flugplatz. You go through that fast section. You got that left-hander, which is the cross that Sean and I talk about, and then you go downhill into the right-hander, which is really dangerous if you brake late or you take the cross too wide. And
I
then
love
you
that
go
right-hander there. It's great.
Yeah,
the car really digs in when you get it right.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go underneath that overpass thing, the bridge there.
And down the S's.
Yeah, down those S's. That's actually called Fuchsrohr, which translates to fox pipe. And then as you come up to this left-hander.
Hmm.
Now,
You take a bit of curb there.
you take curb. I'm actually up on the cobblestone.
Okay.
But it does take practice, because if you get it wrong, you get it very wrong. Sean actually he kept using that line, so I started learning how to use that line myself.
Just like, yeah.
Because yeah, you're just on the ripple.
No, they're crumbling.
I'm just coming up to that bit in the watching my lap. You're watching my best lap, you said?
Yeah, I am.
Yes. I think you gotta like get out of the chair, start running towards phase.
And the 100% reason why I think that cobblestone line works is when you get into the, I think this is Adnar Forest. Yeah, it is. It's Adnar Forest. When you take that left-hander and you're just hitting the curb there and you're not on the cobblestone, you come so far out that you're so tight coming into the right-hander at Adnar. If you take the cobblestone, you actually find that you're further over to the left.
AB36, where?
And then that'll give you better lines in for that whole S's section. I reckon you're losing close to a second there.
Didn't feel like it when I was following him.
Right, yeah, I can see you looking at how much Sean takes on that the left-hander compared to me. It's quite dramatic.
And then see where it positions him for the right-hander afterwards.
Mm.
Don't go too far.
And then you're almost taking that really tight, then it's screwed you up for the whole section.
2B. Bomb. Bomb B.
I've always struggled with, I don't know, depth perception through this section of the track in Sims.
Yeah, it's the precision stuff, right? Yeah, I have a bit of issue with it as well, but you do. I think the thing that separates me from Sean is Sean's a naturally talented driver, right? I'm a guy who can do the same lap in again and again, because I brake at the same point, I turn in at the same point, I accelerate at the same point, so that gets me close to where I need to be. Problem I have is that when the track rubbers in and gets faster, I'm still using the same braking markers, turn in points and exits, so I don't improve so much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And what did you do through bravery? Oh, Jesus. You were quick.
Where's bravery?
Sorry?
Which one's bravery?
It's the fast left-hander at the top of the big straight. You know, the back straight before you hit the carousel.
One where it wants to change. You just revving out in fifth, wondering if you should change up into sixth.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I'm not revving in. I don't get close to the red light, so I.
Yeah, most cars is sort of borderline on whether you change or not, but you sit in fifth. But yeah, that left-hander, I normally do 225. You were doing 232. Impressive, man.
That feels really comfortable, that bit.
Yeah, don't change anything, JB.
No. The right-hander following it, though, always feels a little shaky.
Yeah, it's always flat, but if you get the right line wrong, it's a bit iffy.
Yeah,
so sometimes you do a safety.
I'm doing a safety every lap at the moment. I haven't got to that one flat yet. I'm struggling with that carousel that comes after it too, a little bit. I don't feel like I'm maximising that, but if I push any harder into it, I you know, either
You're
lock up.
braking on this lap. You braked at exactly the same point I do.
Yeah, just that little curve second curve as it juts out on the right hand side.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just having a look at where you accelerate. I think you're accelerating just a tad late.
Okay, a bit more grip there. All right.
Yeah, so I've tried to tell Warwick about the little love heart, and
You'll
he
never
can't
find it. Yeah.
I always use it as my acceleration mark, but it exists. You accelerated just as you hit it, but as soon as I see it, I accelerate.
I can see the love heart. It's on the
Oh,
flat
okay.
section. Just yeah.
No, it's on the carousel.
It's actually on the carousel itself.
Yeah, near the end. It's about 8 concrete blocks in from the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 9. That was a good guess though.
Yeah, I'm full on the throttle, probably just over that. So
Yeah, so you want to look for it, right? Because that's what I'm using as my acceleration mark. And then as soon as you see it, you sort of get a feel for when you can and you can't. And when you're sort of fluking it, you'll find that you're sort of over it every single time. But if you're actually looking for it, then you actually sort of knowing where you have to hit that accelerator.
yeah.
But you will make a few mistakes a few times if you do it too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that section in the middle part there after the thing so much better than I do.
That's my favourite bit of the track at the moment. I'm really enjoying.
I love the flow of this part of the
flow.
track.
Yeah, me too.
So the only comment I can make is, I don't even know how to even describe this. You get towards nearly the lowest point of the middle bit there.
Yeah.
There's like after you're going downhill and there's a right-hander.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually take that from a lot wider as well. And when you take it wider, you can actually use the blue text that's on the inside at the apex as your acceleration point. But in your lap, you're accelerating just after it.
Yeah.
But you have to take the entry a little bit, not as tight.
So.
That's not both here.
Yeah,
So,
I lost the apex a bit there on the final left-hand part for the right-hander.
Yep. I always sacrifice that because this is the fast bit.
Now the following right-hander, that's the bit about with the second or third gear section. Towards the end of the session, I was going to third gear, but wasn't gaining anything.
It is all definitely third gear. I sometimes go down to second gear for this left-hander, but it is faster in third. On your fast lap, that was spot on. So whatever you're doing is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's second or third doesn't matter. So, did I hear you downshift twice coming into that right-hander just before the second carousel?
The second carousel? No,
Yeah.
just one. I'm going down to third. So what am I?
The right-hander before it. So you got the really fast section, which is all flat out, and then
no, just one gear, just down to fourth, and then
okay. So
one gear down to third again on the left-hander.
Okay, so what I do is I actually change up to sixth. So if you're not into 6, you're losing out a bit of speed down here. And then you should change down 1 gear to 5th. Don't go to 4th. And it's only this car. All the other GT3s, it's 4th for whatever reason. But this car in this setup seems to work really well with 5th around there. And then Sean told me about that second carousel being 3rd, which is fine as well. But you see how you popped out early?
Yeah. No, I was tried too much throttle too much early. So
Yeah. So it's just a half a
and it
beat.
keeps you in the groove really nicely then as well, and safely out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The next double right hander, the mid apex of that, or mid corner of the 2 corners, that's a race ender right there.
Yeah, it is. The safety thing I do is I just do a safety lift, but I think it's actually quicker to do a brake. But the safety lift is something I've always done in all the other cars, so it's kind of a bad habit for me.
I'm touching the brake, I can see there, just like maybe 10% brake.
Yep, so whatever works for you is probably going to be quicker. I'm always bad out onto this straight because I always do the safety lift. I do need to get into just touching the brake to turn it in a bit more. But by this stage, I'm just wanting the lap to be over and I just do the safe thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're braking at a safe place there for the chicane and taking the curb. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful lap, Jay.
Yeah, man, there's a few areas to just make some time, like
Yeah, that Fox pipe is probably the one really wrong thing that you could instantly get a second with, which is sad, because that means that you're faster than me here. Is there anything while I'm here, Warwick, that you wanted me to look at specifically on your fastest?
Yeah, the part between turn 1 and turn 72. Just those bunch of corners.
Well, I got your whole lap, so that's a good start for me.
That's all right. Nothing a whole bunch of time wouldn't fix.
I think you're just feeling a little bit out of your comfort zone, right? Still learning.
Yeah, just time. Chipping away, making progress every session.
Yeah, this is definitely. I felt that this was a safer car, so I'm glad you guys thought so too.
Yep.
well, the fact that we can all get through a stint is pretty encouraging.
Jacob wasn't happy. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, but we'll survive.
Yeah, exactly. Warwick, I just realised, even though Jay's not taking that cobblestone, you're taking a beautiful amount of cobblestone. Yeah. That's nice.
I like curbs.
Yeah, this
2
car
litres
does
left. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
A couple of them I don't want to be taking.
Yeah, there's some real deadly ones here.
A couple of corners I need to figure out the lead up. So you get to the 3rd or 4th corner through a set, and you know where you need to be, but you got to step back and work out how to get it there, how to set it up properly.
So what did you get through bravery?
Depends what lap you look at.
Yeah, I'm looking at your best.
I'm working up to it.
No, it's all good. 227. Doing fine. And you had miles of space on the exit as well.
Yeah, I had a couple of scary lead-ups. Clipping that bit of the grass on the way in sometimes when I need to stop.
Oh, you're way too high in the carousel. Is that your normal?
Probably not. Not what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Let's have a look.
You're braking too late. Well, for this instant, you're braking too late, just a smidge, and that's just kept you high, and you're trying to carry the same speed.
There was a lap where I ballsed it.
Hey, I assume, Dennis, you're with these night sessions, you boost with contrast or gamma or whatever.
I don't know that works like you think it does.
It
does.
It does. It changes your blacks. It depends on your screen. I mean, if you're running OLED screen, then it'll just be pitch black. But if you're running IPS like I am, then you can actually boost your contrast.
I was trying to do it on the broadcast, and it didn't give me a whole bunch of result.
Yeah. So for me, I just got used to driving in the night, so I just didn't care. But the thing I do, which helped me the most, is I actually on my computer run a night light on Windows. Which gives me an orange dim, and that's just for taking away that extra
blue light.
Blue light at night, and it makes you less drowsy when you're doing an enduro.
Less drowsy. Oh, the blue light keeps you up. You're supposed to use the night light so you can go to bed afterwards.
Right, boys, I'm going to toddle off.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the lapping.
Yeah, any plans to do another night session, or you sort of done it?
Oh, I can do another one tomorrow if you want.
I think it definitely adds value, because if you can work it out at the night time, the daytime's going to be a bit easier.
Yeah,
anyway.
Look, this is warm conditions, and I was umming and ahhing about whether we should have been doing warm conditions with the usage as high as this, but then I was thinking about it, well, if it's starting, what time does it actually start?
Game time, didn't Sean say something like 11 AM or something? I think Sean
okay.
may have mentioned that. This is where JB says, yep, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
See? Right on time.
Let me have a look.
Alright, gents, I'm going.
Alright,
Okay,
so
see ya.
Boy.
No, session start time is 3 PM.
it's not 3 PM. Yeah, that actually now sounds like he corrected to that.
Yeah, and then that'll mean we're actually out on bracket 4. I think that meaning race starts 4. After you get your 25 minutes and 20 minutes, yeah, 45. Yeah, that makes sense, 47 minutes. So, yeah, exactly 4 PM start time. That means that the track will be cooling down. So, yeah, these conditions that we're driving in today are probably fairly realistic for the hot part of the day. It's the sim time. Oh no. Interesting. It's 4:30 PM.
Now. Oh.
Yeah, in that session we were in. Well, now it's saying 5:39 PM, but that lap you were doing it on was 4:30. Good. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll set up a night session tomorrow night. It's fine.
Unless you give me all the day sessions, and then I'm happy.
Well, chances are we're going to have to drive in the night, right? Because even if you are, if the sim time starts at 4 PM, that'll mean we're going to go straight into the night, essentially, after 2-3 stints.
So our day will be night, and our night will be day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Boo. So, do we have a contingency with Sean's wheel not being...
Not really. That's a bit of a bummer. Because I can potentially pull someone in randomly, but they're not going to have done the practice.
Oh, I haven't done a hell of a lot either, to be fair.
Yeah, but to our level, right?
We've done a bit on and off. That's gonna hurt though, eh?
Well, Sean will let us know tomorrow, right?
Yeah. hopefully they can get it posted to him quick.
I'm expecting he's going to have to get the wheel working, the current one.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping that support get onto it quick and don't forget to post it. Just checking on my tracking. Monday. Even if they're going to post it Wednesday. It's going to be tight. It's going to be super tight.
If they give me a tracking number.
I can just imagine
Yeah,
lobbing up on Saturday morning or something and go, right, you can have the last few stints. No chance to test it out.
Even if it works, right?
Yeah. What else have we got? I'm happy with tonight. Nice solid-ish.
That's good.
Engage the limiter. Box in 3.
Record.
110 meters.
Happy with that.
Box in 5.
It's crazy to think some of these
4,
people are doing flat 8s.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Box now.
I should practice a pit entry or two, I guess. We have to put some names down on the sheet. The shifts.
Ah, yeah.